Hello, this is Duncan Foley, and we're looking at Flexsim Tutorial Booklet 9 Intermediate. We're going to be using Flexsim version 2020, a slightly newer version that I've been using. I'm actually re-recording this tutorial just to show you some new features as such in Flexsim. This tutorial is quite a simple one, but what we're going to do is create a source, a queue, process, and a sink, quite basic, and an object. What we want is the processor to have 2 times, a setup time, and then an actual processing time. But in reality, in industry, you might find that the person who sets up the machine is a skilled worker, so operator 1. And the person who actually runs the machine is a semi-skilled. So what we're going to do is we're going to call up the skilled worker to set the processor up, and then send him back to this object, and then it's going to call up the semi-skilled, and they're going to swap between each other. So it's quite a nice little tutorial. So let's go over to Flexsim now. Now let's do new. We're going to change things to minutes. Okay, let's quickly get these objects in. So we've got a source, a queue, a processor, and a sink. Yeah, and we're going to join them up using the A key. So holding down A, and remember it's directional, so you've got to go from the source to the queue, then the queue to the processor, and then the processor to the sink. Let's bring 2 operators in. Just going to click on it, and got operator name up here, and I'm going to give this operator's name operator skilled. So this is the person who's going to be setting up this processor, and let's call this one operator unskilled. It's really important when you're doing a complex model to give your objects names and stuff. Right, so it looks like it's not viewing. Let's have a look. View. Edit. Show name, so I'm not sure why it's not showing name. Let's have a look. Go back. Show name. Oh, there you go. Just an angle. Okay, we're going to join the processor to these 2. Processor to using an S key. Remember S for calling up, requesting some information or an operator and stuff like that. Let's just go to, if we double click on the source, you can see it's a slightly different menu system now for them. It's everything if you double click, as far as I can work out. All of these seem to be, if you just click once, available down here anyway, down the what used to be the quick properties windows and stuff. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to a sphere. I'm going to have the object to arrive straight away, and I'm going to get them to come every 5 minutes. That's all I really want to do with that. All the work comes in the processor, so let's double click on that. So we've got the processor. Again, you can double click and you get this menu, and everything's there like the old properties window. They just seem to have changed it. That's what I wanted to show you, but it seems to be that they want you to use, personally, what I would use down the right hand side. So we've got a setup time. Let's have a setup time of 15 minutes, and it takes 10 minutes to do the process. I want to use an operator to set up, and I want to use an operator to do the actual process. I do not want to use the same setup, same as setup. So let's just scroll down and see what we've got from operator. So different operator for setup and process, and it's already looking at the ports. So center port. So we know that I connected the skilled operator to center port 1. You can see it going in as 1, and the unskilled as 2. So that looks okay. Now it's kind of nice if we left it and run now. So if we reset and run, what's going to happen? The character is going to go there. It's going to set up after 15 minutes. Let's just crank it up a bit. The semi-skill comes and it is standing there, so you're not really seeing things realistically because the skilled operator will move away. So let's have a look. Visual tool, maybe just a shape, put it over here, and that's where they go when they're not doing anything. So let's look at this. Let's go to triggers, sliding down, triggers, and it's resource available. So what this means is when it's not doing anything, when it's not being called by the processor, so what you want to do, and I want to travel to a location, and where do I want it to travel to? So I'm going to use this little thimble and select that. Okay, and let's do the same for the unskilled worker. So go down, triggers is already highlighted, so on resource available. Travel to a home. You see there's an XYZ coordinate system as well, so if you knew where to send it, so sorry, if you knew an actual location you could send it, but I'm going to send it to a home location and I'm going to set it there. Yeah. Okay, so let's always reset. Let's run, so you can see they both walked up here. Actually, what I'm going to do, let's just make sure, let's just give this skilled operator, let's go to the top. Let's differentiate it with a bit of colour. So, there we go. So, both standing there. The operator's moved straight away because the first object comes at time 0, jumps across the queue, there's nothing waiting, so it's jumps straight across there, so it's now working there. And what should happen around 15, so look, he should walk away, come on, there we go, and he's walked over to this location, and the processors, the unskilled person has come, and after 10 minutes, around about 25, they should swap. There you go. There's a little, notice there's a little yellow line comes around the box. That's because it's waiting. So if we, instead of doing it by just running, have reset, let's do it by step. So this is the first thing that's ever happened. It's gone straight through and gone there, and it's got a yellow box, and it's waiting for the skilled operator to do step. And they've both gone to the position. So next step will be when this actually we're getting another object coming in, aren't we, because it's every 5 minutes, and after 15 minutes 3 would have come. This should be near its completion, and they've swapped and run around and stuff, and you can see though, if you just keep doing step, it's swapping around. Okay, so that's using 2 different operators for the same process. Hopefully that was useful to you, and seeing the new menu system. Like I said, I kind of don't mind that, but I think I'll probably end up going to the right hand side. Now monitors are so big, much bigger, I think it makes sense to have this rather than having a floating window that sort of does get in the way. So yeah, right, hopefully that was useful. Thanks a lot, guys.